What is going on today, guys? Tomcat here, and today we are back in Spin Tires with the Zeus Trail Edition. We also have a new Toyota Tundra, and we've brought along a MX-5 Miata as well to see if, number one, if the Miata can keep up with these two, and number two, to test out the Tundra and see if it's any good compared to the Zeus Duramax. Because so we've used this truck a decent bit now, like on the streams and stuff like that, if you guys have watched those. And we've done a couple of other things with this truck to just to see how it drives. Now, let me see. I don't think there's any. Okay, yeah, I was just making sure there's no spawn locators on this map. But regardless, I'm gonna go ahead and drive. I'm gonna drive around a little bit in this truck so you guys can get an idea about it, get a feel for it. And because if you haven't seen the streams, then you likely haven't seen any of the like the off-roading footage with this truck. I mean, you may have seen the standard version. You haven't seen the Trail Edition, because the only time I used the Trail Edition was on the stream yesterday. So, anyways, regardless of that, why are we hitting trees? Why are we hitting trees? Come on, dude. We need to get off the trees now, damn. Alright, so, keeping in... Really? I was about to actually begin a freaking sentence, but keeping in mind the fact that this is a modified version of a current truck and isn't like a brand new truck, oh, is that literally just like a side path that goes the same way? I'm gonna take it because I'm curious about it. I haven't taken this path before. Let's see. Oh, the racetrack's right there. You know what? We can just use this as a bypass to get to the racetrack. I thought the woods were going to be, like, much denser, but nah. They're not bad. They're not bad at all. Come on. Now, we're going to bring the Tundra out here, too. We're also going to bring the Miata out here, because the Miata actually, as we saw from the other map that we tested it on first, in the video about it, it did really well on the track. So far, though, I think this thing is going to be hard to beat. I mean, the Trail Edition of Zeus is doing really well. Really, whoa. Wow, you can actually drift transition this thing. You got to get off the power and get back on it again, but like with the four-wheel drive locked in and with the diffs locked in, if you do it right, it can actually be pretty rewarding. Like it will reward you with good inputs, and like it'll reward your good / decent / you know, smooth-ish inputs. Spin Tires isn't really a game of smooth inputs. I mean, it could be, but it's not. It's definitely not the main focus of the game. Yeah, see, that's the thing too. If you go super sideways, you have to stay in it. Well, you don't have to stay in it, but if you want to keep your speed up, you got to stay in it and trust that it's going to come back, which was weird for me to get used to. But the nice thing about it is that you can trail it into corners. You can almost kind of trail the rear end into corners. Not necessarily, I don't mean trail brake, but just you can have it sideways before the corner and basically set yourself up to drive straight out of the corner. So a little bit of a thing that you can do with this truck, but again, not all trucks can do it, so it's kind of nice. Ooh, okay, it's kind of nice if you know how to do it, but if you don't know how to do it, it can land you in like a tree or something. But let's grab the Tundra and bring it down there. I've never used this before at all, so oh my god, there's no sound, and it's like, well, that's weird. What if we put off-road tires on it? I mean, technically, I'm gonna leave the default ones because technically they're still an off-road compound. I don't know, that's weird. Yeah, that's really weird. Something about this truck is unfinished. Obviously, a lot of things about this truck are unfinished because there's no sound, and it's not optimized very well. I mean, we'll still take it for a lap of the track, you know, a couple of laps, but your truck kind of needs to have sound before you put it on the Steam Workshop. Like, seriously, people. That's not, that's not a, like a done deal, good to go mod, in my opinion. I mean, you need to have sound, because otherwise you may as well just be driving around an electric vehicle. And nobody... I don't think anybody wants to drive around in an electric Toyota Tundra. High is not fast. Automatic is definitely faster. It's got more of like an understeer push than the Chevy does. The Chevy's actually really tail happy. This, on the other hand, is it is tail happy-ish. It'll get the back end around, but it's much more understeery than the Chevy. So you kind of have to whoa. It was like, woo. Let's not have that. The suspension isn't really... The suspension doesn't feel as good as the Chevy either. Like, it's not quite on the... Whoa! Okay. And if you take it too far, then... Wow, this thing doesn't even have a starter sound. I've driven trucks with no sound before, and they still have a starter sound. This thing doesn't have any sound at all. It doesn't have a starter sound. It doesn't have engine sound. Doesn't have anything. I mean, and the weird thing is, it's like, I like this body style Tundra, so I was really wanting to like this truck, but I don't know how you can say, like, it's a complete mod when it does stuff like that, or, well, rather, doesn't do the things involving, you know, the things involving hearing it. I want to, that's the thing, it's like, it's got a big V8, I want to hear the big V8. Oh, turn in, please. Oh, and don't... Ah, it loves to flip over. It loves to, like... If you... That's the other thing, is if you try to slide it, the Chevy will just kind of, like, if it gets really upset, it'll bounce a little bit, but then it'll settle itself back down. This just flips over. It understeers if it... Like, if you try to turn it in immediately, it understeers, and then if you try to trail it in, it will oversteer, and then it will catch, and it will flip over. That was more of like a, that was more to do with just the bumps, but even so, the suspension setup on this is a lot stiffer than I think is necessary. Oh my god, the understeer is bad. The understeer is really, really bad. God, I'm so looking forward to driving something again that's got sound that I can actually hear. Holy crap. Okay, we're gonna go ahead and park this thing, and we're gonna grab the Miata. We're gonna grab the Miata, bring it over there, and see what it'll do. I'm gonna just, let's see, I'm gonna put the trunk lid on it, but other than that, we're gonna leave it alone. Let's see, Miata trunk lid. Alright, come on, let's do this. Why is it a different color? Oh, well, that doesn't really matter. You know, even right off the bat, it's still surprisingly good on the trails. I mean, it's not quite... It's not as capable as like, say, Zeus, but it's a totally different kind of vehicle, you know? Number one, totally different kind of vehicle. Number two, you don't... it's just different. It really is just... It's a Miata. It's not an off-road truck. It's a Miata. Alright, now that we're out on the track, I would say cruising speed-wise, it's about as fast as the other two. It's definitely... I feel like it's quicker than... Well, I don't know. I don't think it's as fast as Zeus. I think it's about on par with the pace of the Tundra. And see, with this thing, you can turn it in and slide it around, and it won't catch and flip over. Because the suspension is actually absorbent. It will absorb the bumps as it goes over them. It doesn't, you know, have all this trouble, like, basically with the suspension and the tires crashing into the side of the road. Or into, like, the grooves of the road. And, oh, that spot must just be bad for it. That spot must just be bad for it, because it didn't go over, but it came close. See if we can just maintain our speed. This thing takes... That is the thing that I really love about it, though. It takes jumps perfectly. And there's some weird thing about that Tundra, where if you get the Miata close to the Tundra, the frame rate flips out. But the weird thing is, I've gotten the Miata close to a million other trucks, and it's been fine. A million other high-quality trucks, and it's been fine. See, that's why I think the Tundra is not fully optimized properly. Oh! We've spun the Miata. Come on, come on, come on. There you go. Not bad. I've always wanted to just go straight right there, just to see. Like, just to see what would happen. I mean, I know there's no track, but... Hey! We cut the track! You know, why do I feel like that's something Jeep Guy would do if we were racing online? He would just take that cut, and he wouldn't even think twice about it either. He would take that cut, and then claim the Miata was the best car in the world, and then also claim that he won. So, yeah, that's definitely something he would do. But now that we've done a few laps of the track in all 3 of these, I'm going to bring the map up, and... What's this? Is it like a mud pit or something? I don't know. Guess we're about to find out, because it's right over there. Oh, crap. Alright, there we go. I was like, it's right over there. We may as well take a look. It's not even, like... Yeah, it's not even far. It's just right around the corner. Find my way up the hill. There we go. Ooh, jeez. Stay away from the tree. A little bit of mud, but the Miata handles it no problem. That's such a weird thing to say. A little bit of mud, but the Miata handles it no problem. Up and over the hill, let's see. Where's my... Okay, so there's what we were looking for. Is it just a big mud pit? It probably is. I mean, like, if it's just like, you know, if it's anything like what it looks like on the map, then it's just a big mud pit. But the thing is, I mean, it's like, that's not a bad thing, but I don't think it'll be a great spot for the Miata, though. Alright, well, Miata mudding, let's do this. This is either gonna go very well or very... Oh god, that did not go very well. Let's see how far we can go. I mean, it's taking damage. It's completely submerged now. God, it's a submarine Miata. What the... Okay. That's ridiculous. God, I thought we were going to have to get Zeus and rescue this thing, but... You know, to be fair, it seemed it just took it like a champ and just went uh-oh. The engine still hasn't stopped. The engine still hasn't stopped going. I'm surprised. I'm really surprised. Here we go. There we go. Oh, it's a little deep. It's a little deep, but it's no big deal. Dude, there's the other side. I'm blown away by how that Miata just did. Like, there's no, I mean, there's no way. There's no way. Even leaving it in automatic mode, it climbs up the hill. Now, it is stuttering, which we've found out that it does that because it tries to shift itself into second all the time, and that's really, 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 like, it's really difficult to manage because if it's shifting into second all the time, or trying to, then you're going to just stutter up every single hill, and that's the only thing that I really don't like about the way this setup is, like, programmed / tuned. But let's stick it back in automatic mode, and we'll grab Zeus because I want to take it through there. And the Tundra, I'm going to kind of leave it alone for now because it's like, it's really frustrating to drive a truck that is, that should make some resemblance of some sound or noise or something, but it doesn't. It doesn't make anything of the sort. Alright, yeah, this is way faster than the Miata. Zeus decimates the freaking Miata. I mean, to be fair, I figured that was going to happen, but I guess that at the end of the day, you don't really think about it, and then you drive it, and you're like, oh, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, wait, there's where you go in. Okay, cool. I mean, it's the back way to going in, but still. Yeah, I don't know how the Miata would have liked that line. It probably wouldn't have liked that line. Alright, let's try high range. What did we hit? We hit the bottom? God, it makes you realize how much taller the truck is than the Miata as well. We're in third gear. Well, second gear now, rampaging this mud hole. Dude, this thing doesn't even care. This thing just rampages the mud hole, just eats. I'm just sitting here letting it eat, keeping the hammer down, letting this thing eat. And, like, right up over the other side, and, oh, dude, we should park it on top of the Miata. Or halfway on top of it. Oh, I feel like we should be able to park on top of the Miata. Come on. Yes! Yes! There it is. There it is. Well, for you Chevy fans that wanted to see a Duramax park on top of a Miata, there you go. But that was a fun video. I wanted to kind of I wanted to show you guys the trail edition of Zeus in a video and that wasn't just a live stream. And I also wanted to show you just, I guess, the comparison between an off-road Miata and then a vehicle that was meant for off-road in the first place. But hope you guys did enjoy the Spin Tires video. If you did, don't forget to leave me a like. Tell me in the comments below what y'all thought of it. And if you're new to the channel, don't forget to subscribe for more. I'll see you guys next time. Talk to you guys later.